Hey, Canucks fans, the schedule for the 2023-2024 season is now out. I want to talk about some of the nuances, the key matchups, the big road trips, the massive homestand, and everything else in between. The Canucks did a good job in releasing or doing an announcement on social media to go along with the release of the schedule. It's really, really creative, kind of like FaceTimey group chat type call between we saw Pedersen, Hughes, Kuzmenko, Besser, and then they use all the names of the players, some emojis, some video, some GIFs, some pictures. Really, really creative job of doing it. I thought it was really good, actually. So if you have a chance to check it out on Twitter, if you haven't seen it yet, let me know and tell me what you think. If you think as highly of it as I do. And also, as I go through this video, tell me what you agree with, tell me what you disagree with, and tell me what you're looking forward to as the season kicks off in October. And yes, the season will kick off on Wednesday night, October the 11th. Wednesday night's like a bad night for me going to the games. That's just my own selfish thing because I'm running my church religious education nights. But the Vancouver Canucks kick off the 2023-2024 season at home against the Edmonton Oilers. It's the fifth year in a row that they are kicking off against Edmonton, but the previous 4 years it's been in Edmonton. So this is the first time the Canucks are actually hosting at home in 5 seasons as well. So Wednesday, October 11th, they host Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers, and then they go on a 5-game road trip right away. So 1 game at home and then 5 on the road. You remember last year it was 5 on the road and then 2 at home, and the Canucks got off to that brutal 0-5-2 start. We'll see what happens this year, but again, it's the first game at home and then 5 straight on the road, and the first of those 5 is actually against Edmonton in Edmonton. So if you follow the math or just follow kind of what I said, that means they're starting off with a home and home against Edmonton. They start off October 11th at home on the Wednesday, and then they play in Edmonton on October 14th on the Saturday. Now, speaking of Edmonton, they actually play against the Oilers 3 times in the first month of the season, between October 11th and November 6th. They play against the Oilers 3 times. There's one other team where there's kind of stacked games. They play all 4 games against the San Jose Sharks in a 7-week span in November and December, basically from November 2nd to December 23rd. So 3 games against Edmonton to start off the season, basically in the first month, and then 4 games against San Jose in the second month of the season. So I talked about that 5-game road trip that the Canucks will have right at the start of the season. They also have a 4-game road trip in December, then a 7-game road trip in January. That's big. And another 5-game road trip in February. So you got 2 5s, a 4, and a 7 in there. Then for homestands, they have a 5-game homestand in December, a 5-game homestand, like consecutive games in January, and then a massive 9 consecutive home games in the month of March. And hopefully those games are meaning something. Hopefully it means we're right in the middle of a playoff battle. But yes, 9 home games in a row in March, basically to end off the middle and end of March. That's pretty massive. Now, in a typical 82-game schedule, you play against the other conference home and away. So that's 16 games, 16 teams, I should say, in the 2 Eastern Conference division times 2. So that's 32 games against the Eastern Conference. Then you play 3 against the other division in your conference. So against the Central Division, Dallas, Colorado, blah, blah, blah. We play another 3 of those against all 8 of those teams. So that's 3 times 8 is 24, plus 32, that's 56. So that means we got to make up 26 games of the Pacific Division. So of the 7 teams, we play 5 of them 4 times, that's 20. And we play the other 2 teams 3 times, that's 6. 2 times 3 is 6. So we play 4 games against Edmonton, Calgary, Vegas, San Jose, and the Kings. The only 2 teams that we do not play 4 games against are Seattle and Anaheim. For those 2 teams, we only play 3 games against them, the same that we play against the Central Division. So again, 4 games against Calgary, Edmonton, LA, Vegas, and San Jose. 3 games against Seattle, Anaheim, and all the Central Division teams. And then 2 games against all the Eastern Conference teams, both from the Atlantic and the Metropolitan Division. Also interesting to look at the breakdown of the nights. So as you guys know, Tuesday night's my worst night because that's bowling night, because I can barely watch the game and it takes up all night. Wednesday night is my religious ed night. So Tuesday and Wednesday I'm always paying attention to. Well, good news for the Wednesday, bad news for the Tuesday. 23 games on Saturday, 23. So more than a quarter of the season on Saturday night. And also 20 games on Thursday. So more than half the season are played on Thursday night and Saturday night. So 23 on Saturday, 20 on Thursday. Then there's 17 on Tuesday, there's 8 on Monday, 7 on Wednesday, 5 on Sundays, and only 2 Friday games. If you like it more on a calendar style, let's try it like this. 5 games on Sunday, 8 games on Monday, 17 games on Tuesday, 7 games on Wednesday, 20 games on Thursday, only 2 games on Friday, and then 23 games on Saturday. So again, between the Thursday, 17 games, Thursday, the 20 games, the Saturday, the 23 games, that's 43 games. More than half are on only 2 nights, Thursday and Saturday. You throw in the 17 on Tuesday, and now 60 of the 82, so 3/4 of the games are either on Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. 2 of those nights are good for me, Thursday and Saturday. Finally, some key matchups. So we kick off the season, like I said, at home, October 11th, Connor McDavid, Edmonton Oilers. Bo Horvat makes his one and only trip to this season to Rogers Arena on Wednesday night of all nights, November 15th. Him and the Islanders come to play in Vancouver. We host Vegas Golden Knights twice. Remember, we play them 4 times, so 2 and 2. So the Champs, we host them on November 30th, and then again near the end of the season on April 8th. Then we have Toronto coming in on a Saturday night, January 20th. And then Chicago comes in 2 nights later on a Monday night on January 22nd. So maybe I'll get to go to one, if not both, of those games. Toronto on a Saturday, Chicago on a Monday. We also got Montreal coming in on March the 21st, near the end of the season. And then the Canucks end off their season so those are all home games, by the way, that I just mentioned. And then the Canucks end off their season in Winnipeg, kind of late end of the season on Wednesday night. I think it's a Wednesday or Thursday night, April the 18th. So we start on October 11th and we end exactly 6 months and 1 week later on April the 18th. By the way, the Canucks have their bye week just before the All-Star break. The first week of February, that All-Star game is in Toronto. And the Canucks end off, I think, with a 3 or 4 game homestand. Or maybe it's the 5 game homestand in January that I'm thinking about. And then they go straight into their All-Star break. So a nice little break for the team, especially for the players who live in Vancouver and aren't going to the All-Star. You know what I mean? It's going to be a nice break for the Vancouver Canucks regardless. So there we go, Canucks fans. Whether it's the massive homestand in March or the 4 big road trips, whether it's the way that we play so many games on Thursday night or Saturday night and hardly any on Friday, or maybe it's some of the key matchups. Let me know what you're most excited about for this season. And maybe it's the Connor Bedard visit on January 22nd. Let me know which games you're looking forward to. Now I can already start getting my schedule ready for tickets, what games I'm going to go to, what games we're going to give away, what games we're going to use for YouTube, what games we're going to sell, all that kind of stuff. It's fun that I can maybe start to do that over this long weekend, but we'll see what happens there. But all I want to know right now is what are your feelings, your initial reactions on this 2023-2024 schedule for the Vancouver Canucks? Leave a comment below. I'd love to read, react, reply as always. Shout out to my sponsors, Vantage Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform Personal Training Weight Loss. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang, and the Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for watching and supporting. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Leave a tip, become a member, upgrade your membership, and leave a comment down below your thoughts on the dates, the key dates of this Vancouver Canucks schedule for this upcoming season. Tonight, I'm live streaming at 11 p.m. We'll talk about this more. I hope you can join me at 11 tonight, and we'll do one last-ditch preview of the draft, and then we'll go from there. So I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.